Well, hello, Texas Patriots, Convention of States. This is Erica Hatfield. I am your state director for the Convention of States here in Texas, and I am wanting to talk to you today about something really exciting coming up. It is the first of all, the primary and then the convention process. And so I'm wanting to make sure that you go. We want you to go. So the Texas primary election day is Tuesday, March 1st. And so if you haven't already early voted in person or by mail, please get to out to the vote on Tuesday. This is where you get to pick your preferred candidates all the way down the ballot for your preferred party. So you'll be handed to, you'll be asked if you want to vote in the primary for the Republican Party or vote in the primary for the Democratic Party. This is where, like I said, you get to pick your candidate for that particular party that will run in the November election. As an organization, it is required to be focused on issues and education. So, you know, Convention of States rather than parties and candidates. So I'm going to be talking about all parties. The Convention of States strongly recommends that you exercise your vote for your preferred candidates and parties and represent you at all levels of the government. Additionally, what's even more exciting is after the primary election day or the night after the polls close, that's when the kickoff for the Texas Party Convention season opens. And so the Republican Party of Texas and the Texas Democrats, the Libertarian Party, as well as the Green Party, all have a convention process. It occurs every 2 years, and it is coming up this next week is when it starts. You got to get in at the ground level and then rise up. So it's how the grassroots determines their party platforms and their priorities for each biennial Texas legislative session. So basically what we're doing is we're creating a platform, a list of everything that we want to hand over to our Texas legislators, you know, our state senators and our state representatives. So there's 3 stages at the state level. A 4th stage is at the national level every 4 years during presidential election cycle, but that's not what we're doing this year. So we have 3 stages this year: precinct conventions, the Senate district or the county convention, and then the 3rd stage is the state convention. So what happens at these conventions? It's basically just a meeting. It's not a trade show or convention, except for when you get to the state level. But 2 things happen at each stage. The process is different at each level. So number 1, resolutions for the party platform are debated and voted on. So you become a delegate and you vote on what is listed on the platform. So go out to your preferred party and the website and then look for the party platform and read it through so you can kind of get an idea of what's on the platform and what was voted on the last convention session. So then also what happens at these conventions, delegates and alternates to the next level convention are selected. And then that entire process we're going to break down here for you step by step. So step 1 is the precinct convention. It is where it all starts. This is where you need to be. It is your local voting precinct. This is the foundational level of the party grassroots engagement. The dates and locations are going to vary by county. And so I want you to contact your county party chairperson. So you have to go out to their website, and then from their website, they have a tab where you can select county chairperson. So you'll go there, and then the contact information for your county chairperson will be on that website. So the night of the primary, March 1st, after the polls close, that's when the first conventions can begin, but sometimes the party chair has chosen a different date, but that's when they can begin. To be a delegate at your precinct convention, all you need to do is show up. You must have voted in the primary, or you sign an oath of affiliation. So if you didn't get to vote in the primary, or you weren't registered to vote and you can't vote, then you can sign an oath of affiliation. And that oath of affiliation should be on the website as well from each individual party. If not, ask your county chair. I'm sure they would love to help you out. So just like at each level, 2 things happen here: resolutions. So one of the resolutions we want you to bring to your precinct convention is continued support for Convention of States. And then the second resolution we want you to take with you is we want the sunset clause removed for the Convention of States. So when it passed in 2017, they applied a sunset clause, and that sunset clause is coming up in 2025, and we want to have that removed. Otherwise, we're not going to be a part of the past states, so we could be losing that. I will post both of these resolutions, the links to this video, so look below in the comments section. But also, what else can you bring to the table for resolutions? Eliminate toll roads, eliminate property taxes, kick so-and-so elected official out of this party, stop forced medical procedures, whatever it is that your grievance is. Just like the Declaration of Independence, we had a list of grievances. And so this is basically what that is, list of grievances or what you want to happen in this state of Texas, in this great state of Texas. Bring it on a piece of paper to the convention. You can bring these resolutions to be considered for the party platform. The delegates at the precinct convention are going to discuss it. They're going to vote on each resolution, and they're going to determine whether it will be moved to the next level. So it starts at the precinct level, and then it moves up if it's voted on by the delegates. So when I say it moves up to either the Senate district or the county convention, depends on where you live. So like if you're living in Dallas County, it is so big that they have it split up into Senate districts conventions, whereas a county that's out in the rural areas is not so big, so it would be a county convention. So the delegate and alternate selections, those who want to be a delegate to the county convention, you can apply at your precinct convention. So you'll just want to say, I want to be a delegate to the next level. And then at your county convention, you're going to say, I want to be a delegate to the state convention. So you want to, if you're not going to be there, you want to have someone apply for you on your behalf. The credentials committee is going to review each of the precinct convention packets. They're going to ensure that all the documents are in order and validate that the delegation, the delegates who came there to vote from that precinct is all correct. So the next stage is then your Senate district and county conventions. So they will all be held on Saturday, March 26th. So whether you have a Senate district convention or county convention, just depends on, like I said, where you live. The counties, like I said, the counties that are out in the rural areas, they have county conventions. If you're in a bigger city, Harris County, Dallas County, they're going to be called Senate district conventions. So the same two things happen at this level, but it works a little differently. It's a little bit more involved process because that's where all the precincts, all of the lists of the grievances from the various precincts come together and they have to be consolidated. So rather than being broken up by precinct, all delegates will debate and vote on those resolutions as a body. So, but basically same thing happens. Everyone comes together at the county level, the Senate district level, and they vote on the platform. And they also vote on rules, I believe, and the bylaws that can happen too. So there's various committees that you can also be a part of and help build how the party defines itself. So then the stage 3 is the state convention. Everything's bigger in Texas, and the state conventions are no exception. I believe even the Republican Party has like 9,000 people that come, and so it's going to be in Houston. And Convention of States, Texas, is going to have a booth there, so we look forward to seeing you there. The Texas Libertarian Convention, let me back up. So the Republican convention is going to be held in Houston, June 16th through 18th. So you want to save that date if you want to be a part of it. And then the Libertarian convention is Friday, April 8th through Sunday, April 10th in Irving, Texas. So mark your calendars there. We are trying to get a booth there, but we haven't gotten that far yet. And then the Democratic convention and the Green Party conventions, they have not yet been announced. So today is February 23rd. It's 7 p.m. So I haven't, I haven't seen anything yet. So once again, same two things happen here. We have resolutions, they get debated on, they get they first get put through committees, voted on, and then it comes to the floor for a vote. Delegate and alternate selections happen there. So you want to be a part of this process. It's an exciting we the people process. And we want to see you there. Convention of States is going to be at every level. And so if you have questions, reach out to us. and we will try to get your questions answered. But if you go to the state convention, just be prepared to cover the cost of your trip, the hotel, the transportation, the captive audience priced food that happens, the incidentals. Your Texas delegation is probably going to reserve a block of hotel rooms, meaning whatever party that you're affiliated with, they probably will set a block of hotel rooms. I have not seen that yet on any of the websites, but I'm sure it will come up. But you will pay for your own room. The rates, if you've ever been to a convention, you know the rates. The hotels, they're pretty fancy, fairly upscale, but you do get a discounted rate. But alternately, you can choose wherever you want to stay. You can stay in an Airbnb or whatever. But it is an experience of a lifetime. And we want you to take part of this because it's really important. It's exciting to see a bunch of people come together. So this is where the state convention is where all the prior months of the grassroots activity comes together and it accumulates at the state level. And so if you're not involved in the ground level in your precinct convention, then you're going to miss the boat entirely. So we want you to take part if you can. Whether you go to the state convention to add, remove, defend a party plank or a plank in the party platform, or just want to make your voice heard at the local level, I encourage everybody to attend your precinct conventions. So again, you want to go to your preferred party website, go to the tab where it says connect with your county chairperson, and you will find contact information there, and reach out to them and ask them, when is the precinct convention? When is the county convention? Well, I already told you when the county, but where. You'll want to know when and where, the time and date and place. So that's all I've got. I can't wait to see you at the state convention. Thank you for all you do, Texas Patriots. Good night.